So, hello everyone, and thank you for coming to my channel. I just ended in live stream, but it was in French. Now I'm back for an English live stream about my favorite subject, Africa. That's my favorite subject in the world. Everything Africa, you know. How can we move forward? If someone knows how we can move forward, please call in and let me know. Now I'm talking about Africa. I'm done with the gossip. Earlier, I was talking about gossip, like Africans' Facebook gossip. Now I'm back to real things. What is keeping African people or Africa in general from moving forward, from being where it's supposed to be? If someone has an answer for this, please call in. Let me know what you think. Invite. I click here and invite people. Copy to clipboard. Let me see if it's here. I think that's how they do it. I'm not here often, so I tend to forget. So, hi guys, and thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Mamize. Mamize means my mom. That's what that means. I'm a very loving and caring person. I like to put people together. I like to gather people. Like I always like to fix stuff. That's me. When there's like a conflict between people, I want to be the one. I'm always the one in the middle to try to like help people get back to together. So that's what I do. That's why I choose Mamize as my name here on YouTube. My makeup stuff I show you. Well, it's okay, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. So my topic today is how can we help Africa move forward towards the correct direction, which is like seeing Africa children future improved, African children having more hope, African children having more opportunity, more schools, helping them understand what their priorities are, and all that. So, if you are interested in Africa and African issue, please stop by, call in, let's talk, let's have a talk, discussed. This topic is very dear to me. Um, yeah, I can't wait for you guys to get here and discuss these topics with me. Let me see. It's 12:35. I have about like 45 minutes. I'm not gonna be here for long. Um, I haven't been here for a little while, you know. I have been elsewhere gossiping, so talking about gossip stuff. But today I decided that it's time for me to go back, right back on track on what I like the most. Talking about how we can improve Africa, how we can get a thing to start moving. You guys know, um, if you are like me, if you are like me, that I love Africa, that I really would like to see Africa be one of the best place to live as a person, as a human being, as an African. When I say as an African, I mean we understand what I'm talking about. For people that are here, for people that have the same desire, that for the people that are in the West that understand what I mean, they really know. Like Africa is so unique. It's very different from any other part of the world. What's different from Africa and other part of the world is just the atmosphere. When you land in Africa, it's a completely different feeling. You know, you feel more relaxed. People say that. I don't know if that's always something positive, feeling more relaxed. But people are just way too relaxed, you know. They are just too way too relaxed. We cannot be that relaxed. How are we gonna? Who's gonna build? Who's gonna help? Who's gonna be like? They have to. We have to have some level of stress, you know, because people always say, "Oh, I like to be in Africa because it's relaxed." Yeah, that's the reason why reason why we behind because we are relaxed. We have to get up and build. Um we have to realize that we have to work harder. You know, we have to change our ways of doing things and even our ways of thinking. We have to think about what we can do that's going to make us become, become competitive with others. That's the part I don't understand. Like, we just so, like, happy. No, I'm not going to even say happy. We careless. We sit back, we just see the world goes by, past us by. We know we always think about ourselves like as less than. Um we don't understand that um we don't understand that we have to rely on ourselves. Nobody else is gonna come and build Africa for us. We have to rely on our own self. Nobody's gonna help us. Whenever we have someone that come and offer any type of help, is to take 10 times whatever they have helped us with. How do we get to a place where we can rely on our own self only? How do we become self-reliant? That's my question today. If anyone that's listening to me either on Facebook or on YouTube has any answer, please call in. Please let me know what you think. Um, I really appreciate your time. Uh, I really appreciate your contribution and all that. Please call in. Let me know what you think about this topic. This is a very, very wide topic. It can go any direction. You know, when it comes to African issue, we have multi-layer. They are multi dimensional. You know, we can not only focus on one thing, but I just want to know the basics. Some people think that Africa will be better only if the leaders get better. And I think the opposite. Africa is not gonna be better because the leaders are better. The leaders are people like us. They are people that were raised and that were educated just like us. If they are leaders, we can be that leader too. How do we, or maybe the question is like, how do we create a leader? Because to me, for me, there's no good or bad there's no good or bad leaders. There's only a leader. Either you're a leader or you're not. You're a leader or you're a follower. And we see it in Africa where a lot of our supposed leaders are followers. When you lead, you create, you direct, you initiate. Our people don't initiate anything. They are followers. They are taking orders from other people. They are basically just representing other people. They are not leaders. We cannot call this type of people leaders. Leader is something completely different. Leadership is something that is even study, that's learn. You cannot just wake up. Yeah, some people are born with some kind of leadership skills that they naturally have in them. But to be a good leader, to lead a country, you have to be knowledgeable. You have to be even understand what your decision have on the people that you're supposed to be to be guiding. Our leader in Africa, they don't understand that. They don't. I don't even know if they just don't care or if they're just incompetent. Because when we talk about African leader, we always forget the aspect of incompetent. They're not competent. Many of them, I don't think they are competent because you will not want something and the opposite of what you you are aiming for. Many of our leaders set the country up for failure. So how do we say that they are leader though? Like if you're leading a country, you want that country to be successful. You want that country to have a good image. Like they would spend so much money and so much time to try to convince people that the country is or that, instead of just making the country being that, being whatever they're trying to convince you that it is. I'm gonna take an example like of my country that is hosting the um, Africa Nation Soccer competition or whatever that is. So there are some people that are saying that it's not it is not the right time for my country, Cameroon, to host such a competition. While on the other hand, other groups are saying that it is the right time. It's been how many years did they say? 50? No, no, not 50 years. Maybe 15 years that they haven't had the opportunity to host the the game. So the people that are saying that is the country is able to host that type of competition, they are doing everything. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's lying, faking, they're doing everything to make people believe that they are ready, right? Instead of doing all that, instead of spending money on like pretending, lying, making up stuff, doing all that crap that they do, why don't we just like go ahead and those things for real? So I don't understand. I really don't understand. Let me see this. Let me see. Someone send me. Okay. Uh, so that's my question to everyone, to all my viewer, um, all my subscribers that that we come across this live stream. Please tell me what you think. This question always like I always have this question in the back of my mind. I always think about it. What can we do for real to start seeing real change? And not oh hold on. So what I was saying is that to start seeing like systematic change. I know people talk about Ghana. Ghana is doing this, Ghana is doing that. Even though Ghana is kind of like trying to move forward and build infrastructure, it's still not functioning. is still not functioning. And that's the biggest issue. You have to be able to have a system that is working. It doesn't matter if you have all the roads or infrastructure that you want, and still you cannot render services with uh, the most efficient way possible. Like to just even having an ID card made in this African country, oh my goodness, something that would take someone normally like maybe let's say an hour to do, you will end up spending like a week of going back and forth. Because when you go to the office, they will tell you this day, oh, bring this or bring that. And then the next day, when you come with the thing that they asked you to bring, they will ask you to bring something else. They'll be like, you don't have this. They did not tell you yesterday that you were supposed to bring those things. So you just show up with whatever you had, whatever they asked. But they'll be like, no, you were supposed to bring yeah, yeah. The next day you will come. You will be on the line. There's first of all, there's a line. It's not just like you come and walk into the office and there no, there will be a long line, and it's only when you reach when you get in front of the cashier or whoever of the receptionist or whoever is there that they're gonna be looking at your document and be like, why don't you have this? You'll be like, no, you guys did not ask me to bring that. Really. So it's not working. It's not working. It's all about the people. The people that we have there, they are not trained, they are not educated. Education is key. I keep saying that. I hear some people always say, oh, we have to invest in defense. Okay, it doesn't matter who is in defense. Who it's people. If those people that you put, oh my lord, they're just killing me with like messages. Getting so distracted today. So what I'm saying is that okay, right? This is how I think. I have heard people like Tunanja, I think his name, that's his name. He always uh, say that we have to invest in protection, meaning military and the army and all that. We have to invest in those type of sector first. But guess what? Who works in the military? People. What kind of people do you want that are going to be doing those jobs? It doesn't matter how much we invest in the military if those people are still easy to corrupt. mm? If those people are still uneducated, if those people are still like they lack morals and values, it's not going to work. That's what killed Africa. The problem of Africa is the lack of loyalty towards Africa. That's the problem of Africans. Africans from the continent, that's the major problem. They lack loyalty. mm? They lack love for Africa. With that, we're not going to go far. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be in the same place, doing the same thing years after years. We have to be loyal to Africa. We have to love Africa so much that we are ready to give our life for Africa. We have to love Africa so much that we are ready to be hungry, to remain hungry for Africa. You know, to say no to aid, to say no to any handout. We have to be ready to die for Africa. We have to be ready to be poor, to remain poor for Africa. Huh? But we are not. We cannot do that. The moment that we see a handout, we gone. Phew. That's typical African. We gone. We gone. We gone. I laugh. I smile. It's pain. It's because I cannot cry. It's just so sad. Sometimes I'm like, do we supposed to lose hope? Do we supposed to lose hope? What do we supposed to do? I'm so tired when I see what's happening. When you look anywhere, it's so sad. You have a feeling that it's getting worse. Things are getting worse. We are going backwards. Every day we are going backwards. When people started moving to Africa, yes, but we have the most fertile land on the planet. I agree with you, right? But people will be hungry if they don't know that. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. People are going to be hungry if they don't know that. It's culture, it's education, it's a lot of stuff. In my country, for example, right? No one really should be homeless, but there's a lot of not homeless, really there's not much homeless. Let's say children, runaway children from home. We have a lot of children that run away from home because maybe of the harsh conditions at home, maybe children of a parent that passed away and stuff like that. I don't know, that had nobody. Um, but normally there shouldn't be any child in the street in Africa because we have land when you're born, right? From the get-go, you have a land, you have a place where you can build your house. And usually it's in your village. But a lot of people want to go live in the city for some reason because they're expecting to get a job. Stuff like agriculture, it's looked down on. Were you a farmer? Nobody want to be a farmer anymore, especially the young generation. They're gone. They don't even want to carry on the um, the legacy of their parents that were farmer. They don't want that. They just want to go live in the city where they're gonna look for a job that's not there. There's no job. There's not enough job for even like one third of the population at all. So many people end up in the city becoming scammer, like you guys like you guys know. Uh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's about the knowledge, it's about the education, helping people understand that it's how important it is to live a very fulfilled and sustainable lifestyle. We don't know those things, you know. That's not something that is widely taught on the continent. So what we do, we think that we have to go find some kind of office job somewhere and receive a salary, a monthly salary for it. But if you look at it, if there was someone, if those people living in the village were encouraged, one of the reasons why they leave the village also is because there's no like institution, offices, like it's not really, everything is so centralized in the big city. Everything is in a big city. It's not like in America, like where even in the country side of the city, you have like your Walmart, you have your gas station. They don't do that. It's not like that. They center everything in one place. Like I'm from Cameroon, right? We have our two biggest city is Douala and Yaoundé, right? Every single person want to go live in Douala or Yaoundé. Yes, every single person want to have a house over there. That's how those cities are so crowded. There's not even enough roads. The either in number or quality, there's none of those two elements. So what happened to go from point A to point B? You will spend like 2 hours on a distance that would have normally taken you like 10 to 15 minutes because that's how bad the traffic is. It doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm telling you, education, education, education. Everything for me start with education. And we are continuing miseducating the children. So those children, the youth, they're growing up doing the same thing that they have seen the elder do. They're thinking the same way, the cycle is still going over and over. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if you understand that. That's why there's hunger. Because when you leave your village, when you're born, you have land. Like if I go back to my country, right? There's no way I should be homeless or unless I want to go to the city where I cannot afford the rent. I can go back to my village. I have land, like land, like it's there. Like now everybody is just abandoning that land in the village and move to the city. People will even beg you, even you guys African American that talk about like, oh, I wasn't well received in Africa. It's because people go to Africa and stay in the city. If you really want to be embraced and if you really want to feel welcome, don't stay in the city. You go to the village, those are the most hospitable, most kind hearted, most honest people you will ever meet. That's how they are. They are so welcoming. There's no petty crime, there's no nonsense, there's no dishonesty that you see in the city. There's none of that. You want to really enjoy Africa, go to the countryside. Nobody even want it. Even the African themselves, everybody moving to the city. You can build your mansion over there and live there like a king. Nobody's gonna bother you. The people in the neighborhood is gonna be so happy to be around you. They will help you with anything you want. Yeah. So yes, that's how it is. So um everybody's in the city are hungry because of to do any and everything they can to survive, to just have a meal. They have to think about when the next meal is gonna be. Um they they are vulnerable basically. Yeah. When you see people begging on the side of the road, no, those are not people that ask them to go to the village. They will not want to go because they look at farming as a dirty, as dirty, uh, degrading. They don't value farming. I'm not blaming anybody. Myself, the way I used to think before, now I thought the same. That's how we look at those things when we grow up. It's just things that are passed down to the next generation. And since many of our children in Africa do not have critical thinking ability, we just accept things the way they are. That's the mentality there. The mentality of accepting, of believing without questioning. Yep, that's the culture. You'll be very surprised. You will see like 40 years old, 30 years old, thinking like maybe a 12-year-old kind of, yeah. Because we are so used to accepting the least. You don't question anything. When you start talking too much, that's a problem. So you grow up learning how to shut up and just take it. They tell you that's how things are, and there's nothing you're gonna do about it. Just take it the way it is. You don't challenge yourself. You don't really want to do things in a different way. You don't even explore other options. You just accept it, and that's it. That's why people are poor. The lands are fertile, like you say. I'm now telling my people in my family when I call home, I'm telling them, hey, you guys know what? There's no reason why you should be in the city struggling. If you're struggling, go back to the village. Build yourself a house over there. Have yourself a farm. Have yourself some chicken. I mean, you will live the best life ever. And that's how our grandparents used to live, though. They used to live exactly like that. I remember when I used to go to the village, we would go to the we would get up in the morning at 5:30, we would go to the farm, we would get the greens and come home, cook it in the evening with the corn and eat it. Oh my lord. Oh my God, that was the best time of my life, you know? But that's not something that nowadays people value in Africa. Everybody wanna be lawyer. Everybody wanna be a doctor. They want to work in the office doing some kind of clerk work. That's what they want to do. So that's the issue. Yeah. To come back to my topic, yes, I think that we're going to get better only if we empower our youth through education, real education, you know, making them understand that they are the future, they are the leaders of tomorrow. The country depends on them. Whatever their skills are, they have to really know that they have the responsibility to take the country forward, move it forward in the right direction, and that they understand that they have that weight on the shoulder. As of right now, what they do, the tactic that is used is to discourage you, the youth, from even having any type of intention when it comes to government or when it comes to like the country itself. They make you feel as if you nothing. You have nothing to contribute. Everything is taken care of. You just have to live and be grateful for the list that you have. So we have the list mentality. Don't listen to no one come on this YouTube telling you bragging about how Africa is this. Nope. Go to Africa. If you're someone that understand uh human psychology, you will quickly understand what I'm talking about. People are content in Africa with the least possible. There's no real intention of wanting more because we have been discouraged mentally. It's a mental condition, basically. You know, we have been conditioned to really only accept the list, especially when it comes to government, stuff like that. Um, you are nobody. That's what they teach you from a childhood. You are nobody. You cannot speak loud. You cannot you cannot claim anything. They will kill you. Even your parent tell you that when you're growing up. Oh, don't talk too much. Don't criticize too much. Don't ask for too much. Don't request for too much. Ah, don't you already have this? Don't say it too loud because you're gonna get killed. You're gonna be put in jail. So everyone live in fear. You know, everybody has that fear mentality. We fear everything. We don't want. We don't want to. How am I going to say that? So yeah, you don't want to attract any kind of uh attention towards you. Okay. Yeah. So that's the thing. That's why we are where we are. It really pained me, and I always go against the people that would want to paint a different picture because it's not the truth. The majority of people in all these African countries are struggling. I'm telling you, they're losing even their life. Their family member are dying from curable diseases, from curable illnesses that can be just eradicated by providing them like proper clean water. But you will see people over here on YouTube, right? Getting upset with maybe diaspora and African diaspora. They never get upset of they never get mad at the European. I don't even know why. Really, I don't understand. They always get upset with non continental African diaspora. I don't know why. I have no idea. It blows my mind every time I think about. I don't know why. It's almost as if like we are in like unspoken competition with the African non-continental African diaspora. I don't know if we're jealous or what. I have no idea. But whenever they do something in Africa, it's amplified. Like it's taken to the next level of like how do you call it? What did they do? Reaction, yes. And we are the one losing. Like really, me, I appreciate the presence of non-continental African diaspora in Africa for real, especially the one that are there with the good intention. You know, they are helping a lot. They are changing mind. They are inspiring people around them. When I see people like ES, you know, I don't know if you guys know ES. ES, she's in Ghana, she's in northern Ghana. She's building a tiny house with her partner, called Vinman, I believe. So she is so inspiring, really. When you're around people like that, you know how to pick up on the thing that can help you grow, motivates you to do better with your life. You know, I'm sure the people she works with learn so much about her, so much from her, because she has a different way, a different approach. It's always it's always a good thing to learn new way of doing things. You know, we are so used to do the same thing over and over and over and over. I mean, like it's 2022. In my country, they're still doing things the same way they were doing like 20 years ago, when the world has moved forward. They're still doing things the same. And when you come with a new techniques, they want to criticize you. They want to tell you that, oh, you're bringing how do they say again? Uh oh, I forgot how they say the word they use. They'll be telling you how much you're bringing a Western way of doing things, as if it was negative, though, when that is really what Africans people are leaving Africa to go to the West for. Why are we leaving Africa to go to the West again? Hmm? To have access to those things. Huh? To learn those things. But when it's brought back to Africa and trying to challenge whatever you guys are already doing there, um, you guys get upset. So it's an ego issue. We have a ugly, misplaced ego that people have to deal with so that we can allow growth, expansion, and real development. When I look at how ES build a house with Vinman in less than 8 months, first of all, you have to believe that it can be possible because you rely on yourself. You know what you're capable of. You know that no matter what, you have the drive to continue moving forward, no matter how hard it is. We we get so discouraged because we're so used to be around like misery, that all we see is misery for real. Like we don't even challenge ourselves to get out of that misery because we have seen our grandpa, through the misery. I mean, like live in the misery. We have grown up in the misery. We have seen people around. Even when you're rich, if you even when you're from a rich family, right? When you're in Africa, you're from the rich family. You always believe that the next level for you is to step out of the country, right? You don't think that the next level would be to maybe create or change some stuff around you to allow more people to maybe like live a better life so that there's not misery just everywhere you turn your head. No, that's not how we think. The next level is to leave the country and go to the West. That's basically the mentality over there. Yeah. So my question remains, how do we help Africa move forward? How? These questions, I'm gonna be like bringing it up every single day because you guys know I'm really thinking. A lot of people go to Africa and do charity. I have a mixed feelings about charity in Africa for real, because Africa's been receiving charity for like eh, many years, but it hasn't done anything to Africa. Sometimes I ask myself if continuing receiving charity is something that's hurting or that's helping Africa. I'm not talking about the aid that they get. We already know that that's not good. It's kind of like keeping Africa in bondage. So I'm talking about people, individual going to Africa and um through the association or maybe just offering help on their own um, by themselves, not on behalf of the association. So I always sometimes wondering if that is helpful. Instead of doing that, right? I would love for non-continental Africa that Africans that are going to Africa to please instead of saying you're helping people, please, is there any way that we can come up with something that those people can do to deserve the thing that you guys give to them instead of just giving it like, okay, I'm giving you this, I'm giving you maybe what I'm giving you shoes, I'm giving you clothes, I'm giving you whatever you guys gave, because I have seen some videos of people and they always do it and make videos about it. I don't know about her. I have kind of like mixed feelings about it. Instead of doing that, it would be so beneficial to teach those people some skills, no matter which condition they are in, even the handicaps can be taught some kind of skills that's gonna help them survive. Because just giving one time and leave, I don't know what the rest of the the um the life is gonna be without you coming back to renew that gift that you that they received previously. So I was wondering how instead of doing that, like it can change a lot in someone's life instead of just coming and giving them handout. So yeah, that's my thought on that. I really don't like the charity. I don't do charity at all. I have my own plan in my mind how to help people, especially we have a lot of smart children, right? We have a lot of very smart children in Africa that are born in a very poor, miserable family that has no hope at all. For example, those children can be like sponsored. That's a good charity that would be very helpful. That's like so saving someone's life. and that person themselves will also save someone else's life later in life. So that's something that's so important. We have so many children that are not in school, even in my country, just because they don't have the means. They don't have the proper environment to uh to be successful in. But they are so smart. They're like genius. But they live in the village, or they live in a very poor family in the city that has lost hope. Even the parent will withdraw them from school because they're like, okay, well, I'm sorry, nobody's gonna be able to pay for you. Even if I pay for your school fee, there's no one that's gonna pay for your books, you know, and stuff like that. So they just lose hope, and that's someone's life that is being cut short. I mean, their potential that's been cut short because of the uh, lack of financial support. So that's the kind of charity. Like, if you guys can, instead of going give clothes, like clothes, food, stuff like that, you guys can do something more meaningful, more impactful for those people. And those children like that, we have a lot of them. We have hundreds. And in my country, the northern part is very poor. It's the part of the country. It looks like in every country, maybe not in Nigeria. They have Kano. Kano is kind of like a city. It's a big city. I think it's the second, no, the second biggest city in Nigeria. I think it's Kano, if I don't mistake. Let me see. So those Islamic cities, right? I don't know why. I don't know if this is something with Islam. I have no idea. But there's a lot of children over there that don't go to school, even in my country. Let me see. So, second biggest city in Nigeria, biggest city in Nigeria. Oh, oh, Kano is the third biggest city in Nigeria. But I know it's a Muslim. They have a Islamic population over there. So yes, there's a lot of is that how you guys say in English? I don't know. Children that are not going to school. How do you say that in English? Can someone help me, please? Unscholarized? How do you say that? I don't know. So, children that are not going to school, that's what I meant. Even in my country, we have a lot of young children that are getting married very early because they have no um, education. The parenting that by marrying them is doing them something good. They found someone that's gonna take care of them, which is their husband, and that's the only way to protect them, to keep them safe. Yeah. So it's unfortunate. All right. I have been talking by myself for 49 minutes. I think I'm tired. I haven't had any solution. I don't know if anyone wanna join in. I'm gonna share the links, and if no one wanna come up here, I'm out. Anyone wanna come in? Oh, every time I look around, it's just too much to deal with. when it comes to our people. There's so much ignorance. There is so much ignorance, guys. In Africa, Africa really needs a lot of help. Africans people come here every day on this panel talking about we don't need help, we don't need help. We need help. We need a lot of help, girls. Never get fooled by that. We need a lot of help. All right. Thank you for listening to me, guys. I'll see you on the next live. Bye bye.